Hello, I am just back from the Leeds GT. I didn't get to record this at the end because we kind of went from the end of my game straight into kind of prizes, saying goodbye to people, etc, etc. So a little bit shorter, but still got everything fresh in my mind. Game versus Imperial Knights was really interesting. Sadly, I lost. It was an amazingly close game, 98 to 92. And I basically fluffed on a lot of important dice rolls. My Repentia didn't kill small knights, my Retributor didn't kill small knights, and things, and like there was insane rolls reversed where he rolled 7 6s with a lightning lock and just wiped out entire units, things like that. Like, dice were against me. But I think the biggest thing that I didn't appreciate was, even if we were playing priority targets, so I took Shrine, Leap of Faith, and Bring It Down, which scores a maximum of 97. He took the 3 Imperial Knights secondaries, which score a maximum of 98. And I played a very passive game. And if we both play a passive game, I lose. So I had failed to evaluate the points at the kind of outset, and therefore didn't play the game I needed to. I needed to play far more aggressively and basically walk up to push him back. And I think in these games, when you lose by default, you need to take bigger risks. What happens is you end up, if you win, you win, but if you lose, you will lose by far more. But there's no point playing conservatively when you've already lost, and I hadn't appreciated how the scores would play out. So that was fully on my part. Dice rolling aside, again, is something you really have to learn to appreciate, is to rejoice in the success of your opponents, like feel good for them doing well and so on. But yeah, it happens. It was my first game against Imperial Knights. They are very strong. And I hadn't appreciated how durable they are with -1 damage 4-up invul and hit transhuman, although that doesn't really matter against Repentia because you hit on 4s anyway. But yeah, I just hadn't appreciated it at all. But yeah, learn a lot. I didn't win anything for going 3-2. I thought there might be a chance of winning best 3 wins. Given I scored 92, 97, 96, 79 and 70 something else. There might be a chance, probably not. Didn't win. One of my friends who I went with won the best 1-4 bracket, which is great. The finals that are going on right now, it is Chaos Knights versus Tyranids, and it is Necrons versus Sisters. Seeing the awards, the 2 people I lost to were best Imperium and second best Imperium. So as like I lost, and I lost on my own merit, but knowing that I lost to 2 exceptionally good players means that at least I can kind of take some solace in that. But yeah, that's the end of today. I will maybe do a bit of a write-up or a bit of a think around kind of like where the list goes from here, what I do for the tournaments, and but I might do that on my computer with kind of like a proper webcam or something. But anyway, now I'm going to get some dinner. Thank you very much for tuning into this, and I'll speak to you soon.